Stop number 3 on the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia for the first short track race of the season. It's the running of the Hardee's 250 as we're set for 60 laps of racing on this 3/4 mile racetrack. It'll be 60 laps also for the Castrol GTX Cup Series event, the Mello, the Mobile One 400. But today it's the V6 stars that get the attention here today. And here's the starting lineup. It's an all Buick front row, as a matter of fact. Car number 6, Paul Minnick, the Southern Biscuit Flour Buick, has the pole. And beside him will be number 88, the Winter Circle Apparel Buick of Matt Haas, sitting alongside. Second row is car 06. That is the car of Zachary Fitzwater, the Carolina 4-Doors Ford. And car number 14, Allison Rain in the Coors Light Chevrolet. Third row has number 75. It's John Andrews in the Food Country Oldsmobile. And number 17, Audra Baranowskis at the wheel of the Exxon Superflow Chevrolet. Fourth row has number 84, Eric Monaco in the Action Vans Buick, and number 47, the Race Hill Farms Pontiac of Jesse Turner. Next row down has car number 1, that's Jackson Haywood in the Carolina 4-Doors Ford, and number 22, A.G. Dillard Buick of Caleb Fogler. Next row down has car number 8, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And number 25, that is James Henry in the Moroso Oldsmobile. Next row down has number 23, Daniel Voiles in the Miller High Life Pontiac. And number 63, that is the car of Henry Sanford in the Nescafe Pontiac. Next row down has car number 10, that is Ryan Brommer in the MJ Sullivan Mobile One Chevrolet. And beside him will be number 28, Keith Batson in the Texaco Haviland Ford. There it is. Next row down has car number 3, Nathan Orman, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Car number 3, the winner of the Goodies 300 at Daytona. He's alongside number 5, the man who won Rockingham. That's Phil Parker in the Vance Auto Parts Buick. Next row down has Daniel Bouchard in the 37 Crisco Butter Flavor Buick, and number 11, Vale Moscow in the Skull Chevrolet. Next row down has number 44, Alex Miller in the Piedmont Airlines Oldsmobile, and number 52, Seth Cole in the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Chevrolet. Next row down, Jessica Shelton in number 89, the Coors Melling Ford, and she's alongside number 33, Nick Gunther in the Miller High Life Buick. Next row down has car number 99, Zach Winkle in the wheel of his Buick, and number 51, Laura Chung in the Valvoline Pontiac. Next row down has car number 5, car number 15, that is Stephen Colon in number 83, Austin Reed in the Bullfrog Knits Pontiac. Next row down has number 36, Joshua Osborne, the Cox's Treated Lumber Pontiac, and number 21, Carson Gum in the Chattanooga Chew Chevrolet. Next row down has the Piper Aircraft Buick, car number 12 of Amanda Evans, and number 27, Old Milwaukee Pontiac. That is the car of Logan Williams. Next row down has number 34, Crispin Morgan, and number 72, Raphael LeDuc. Next row down has number 80 as number 97, Quentin Moore, and number 32, Gabby Conklin, both in Buicks. Next row down has number 31, Roberto Crown Jr. at the wheel of his Ford, and number 2, Dylan Young in the Detroit Gasket Buick. Starting shotgun is number 00, James Sykes, the Thomas Brothers Country Ham Oldsmobile, and car number 7, the Skull Bandit Buick of Dustin Boland. So that's the starting lineup for today's race here as 40 cars and as 40 V6 powered cars in the Mello Racing Series are about to get started and get underway for this race here today. The third stop of this series, and remember, first 4 races of the season here in this series will also run in the same tracks that the Castrol GTX Cup Series will race on. Next stop after this will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for this series, and also the 5th stop for this series will be at Nashville at the Nashville Super Speedway for the Opryland 320. So, with that said, here comes the command to fire the engines for this race here at Richmond.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command has been given to fire the engines as we're about to get underway here. Pace car leads the field off of pit road. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. pace car about to come on the pit road here as they're about to get the green flag here. Paul Minnick and Matt Haas will lead the field to start-finish line. 60 laps of racing. Green flag flies, and the Hardee's 250 is underway at Richmond. Three wide about middle of the pack here as Nathan Orman gets by both Keith Batson and Ryan Brommer as he's trying to make his way through the field very, very quickly here. As they come out the fourth turn right now, it'll be car number 6, Paul Minnick, leading the first lap of this race here. Matt Haas in the second position. Minnick has pulled ahead to a rather comfortable lead here over everybody else. Qualified pole at 124 miles per hour on this racetrack here as they come through turns number 3 and 4. Matt Haas for second position right there on. Matt Haas is in second position here, battling for second. It's car number 06 of Zachary Fitzwater as he runs his way up through the field here. And there's Paul Minnick in car 6 here in his last lap, 122.566 miles per hour. So it is this time by, as he is turning up some really good laps here. 123.355 now for Minnick, and Haas is only 121.408. So Paul Minnick's car very, very much dialed in here in today's event here at Richmond. As they come up the second turn here, Allison Rain's in fourth position, fifth right now belonging to car number 1, Jackson Haywood, up ahead of the 8 car of Cole Deaver. And the yellow flag will fly for the first time this afternoon as the pace car comes on the pit road. And it's Seth Cole in car 52, the Red Baron Frozen Pizza of Chevrolet, who has spun. And there's what happened right there off turn number 4 here. He's battling with Ryan Brommer and Nick Gunther. And Gunther just turns Seth around coming off the fourth corner here. Car bunny hopped just a little bit on Seth Cole's part, and whoa! Joshua Osborne just missed her by going on the outside of the lane, but unfortunately for Quentin Moore, he didn't in that 97 car. I think it was just a little bit of a tap, though, I think, for Quentin, so he may be okay, but Seth Cole's car got tapped just a couple of times, though, while getting spun here. Front stretch, usually a dangerous place at Richmond to spin, I think it seems like, too. It seems like, well, any place that you spin is dangerous, I should say, on the track, especially a track like Richmond, but. So Seth Cole brings out the first caution flag of the day. He is in 30th position right now. But still a lot of racing left to go here. 6 laps in the books. We'll be back for the start of the race. We'll be back for a restart here as Dylan Young comes off a pit road after a unscheduled pit stop. So restart will happen coming up after this. Lights are off on the pace cars. We're about to get back underway here. And Keith Batson out of the racing car number 40. I don't know what. Apparently, there's an accident we didn't know much about right here. But Paul Minnick leads him down the yellow flag here. He leads him down the green flag, I should say here. Second is Matt Haas. Third is Zachary Fitzwater. Then it's Allison Rain, Jackson Haywood in 6th position. 7th is car number 8 of Cole Deaver. Then it's Daniel Voiles, Nathan Orman, Audra Baranowskis, and John Andrews, the top 10. And Paul Minnick got some kind of a gear in that Buick because he pulled way ahead. I mean he took off like John Force on that start. He's got some kind of transmission underneath that Buick of his right there, that white car, because he is running very strong right now here today. Obviously, Daniel Voiles now getting by the number 14 car of Allison Rain as Voiles moves up into the position fly with Daniel Voiles, and yellow flags out for the second time here today. Daniel has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race, by the way, too, here at Richmond. And what do we got to miss here? Nick Gunther damaged up badly in the number 33 car. Audra Baroness 17 car. Ooh, watch out for that wall, Audra. And apparently, I see a damage right there on the 27 car of Logan Williams there, the old Milwaukee Pontiac. And so yellow flags out for the second time here today. See what happened here. And it's another simple case of coming out, of getting turned. Coming off turn number 2 is what it looked like here. Just a simple case of that. We see that a lot at Richmond too. And it was Baranowskis who got turned here, and she got turned, looks like, by Henry Sanford in car 33, or 63, excuse me. Off the second turn they come here. Baranowskis gets turned right there, and she spins right in front of the entire field. And Henry Sanford's just bulldozing her a little bit right here. Joshua Osborne gets involved in 36. And Quentin Moore barely squeaks through in number 97, but here's where everybody else got piled in here. Amanda Evans, Roberto Crown Jr., Dylan Young just jacks up the 27 car of Logan Williams. Austin Reed was involved. Seth Cole, I think, was involved as well, too, in car number 52. Dylan Young had our second in-car camera, another in-car camera. He was running last, or 39th, I should say, in the race here. When this all happened here, riding with Dylan Young. Dylan having trouble getting his car to start back up right here. He had to try about probably 3 times to get it started up. And just about got the end of the pit wall too right there. So Dylan Young. And unfortunately for Dylan, he's out of the race here. And that's I think he's along also with 31 car of Roberto Crown Jr. and 21 of Carson Gum. All 3 of those cars. So 4 cars are out of the race here. 36 cars remain in the race, and all of them on the lead lap. So, again, it's Paul Minnick. He's been the dominant car so far today. He still leads. Second position is car 88 of Matt Haas. Third is Zachary Fitzwater. Fourth is Cole Beaver. Fifth right now is Daniel Boyle. Sixth is Nathan Orman. Then it's Allison Rain, John Andrews, Jessica Shelton up the field nicely. She's at the 9th. And 10th is Jackson Haywood. Green flag back out. Lap number 17 here at Richmond. And again, Paul Minnick gets a nice jump on that start here. Zachary Fitzwater up to second position now in car 06 as he gets by Matt Haas. And Cole Beaver to the left side here takes third position away. Here comes Boyles in car 23. Trying for fourth position now in car number 23. Will highlight Pontiac, and you're riding on board with Daniel Boyles. See how fast he goes down the track here, about 109 miles an hour, off to number 4. He dragged off Cole Beaver's car, the good Chevrolet up ahead of him, 140 miles an hour to turn number 1. And down to about 100 in the middle of 1 and 2. And up to about 133 miles an hour in the middle of turn number 3. And down about 103 in the middle of 3 and 4. And again, 140 miles an hour goes Boyles into turn number 1. So his last lap that time by 122.845 miles an hour as he battles now with Allison Rain for the number 4 spot. And Boyle's trying to close up on the back of the 8 car of Cole Beaver. Beaver started the season off with a nice run, finishing 5th in the Goodies 300 at Daytona. The season where the Goodrich team actually finished top 5 both cars here. It was his teammate Nathan Ormond that won the race here. Actually, Orman's actually not really a teammate to Beaver. They run for their own team. Orman with the awesome Squid Racing, and Beaver with Dragon Knight Racing. But if there's one thing, you can always count on with Cole Beaver. He always has a Dale Earnhardt scheme in any series he runs, and that's the one thing you can always count on with Cole Beaver. Beaver, of course, looking for his second Mello Series championship, and he's in quest for that this season. As he comes off the second turn now, he runs in third position right now. And John Andrews moving up through the field as well too. Number 75 car to Charlie Henderson, Food Country Oldsmobile, running right now in sixth position, trying to take fifth position away from Daniel Boylton. He tries to get a draft off the 14 car of Allison Rain. And now Allison moves inside here. Now moves inside of Deaver, looking for that number 3 position right there. Almost had Deaver, throws the block, says, "No way, Allison! I'm the one supposed to be leading you guys." And Deaver keeps third position for the time being here. Up ahead of him again is Zachary Fitzwater, second position. Paul Minnick still is the leader of the race here. And Paul is just driving away in that Southern Biscuit Flour Buick. And that is an 87 model Buick he's driving, by the way, too. He had an older style Buick in the first 2 races of the season at Daytona and Rockingham. He's trying out a new body style Buick. And to say that's a good decision would be an understatement for Paul Minnick, because that car is really strong right now. Running as the leader of the race, he's led every lap so far. He's running laps almost 125 miles an hour. He qualified at 124 for the pole. And everybody else running about 2 miles an hour slower than Minnick is. And so Minnick's car, like I said, just running strong right now here too. And I bet you the tech department will take a good look at that car too after the race, I would imagine, because there's going to be a lot of grumbling under everybody else wondering how's that Buick fast and we're not. But whatever the case, so as they say, all's fair. So in every series we run. We go back to the field right now here. Matt Haas now going up underneath Daniel Wills. Those two are at it once again. Pontiac on the outside, Buick on the low side. Nathan Ormond running in 8th position right now in car number 3. Jesse Turner running in 9th. 10th is James Henry. 11th is Jackson Haywood. 12th position right now is Eric Monaco. Jessica Shelton running 13th position. 14th is Zach Winkle. Caleb Fogler 15th. Alex Miller running in 16th position. 17th right now is Vale Moscow. 18th is Ryan Brommer. Destin Bowen, who started his race in 40th position, is up to 19th. A darn good day for the number 7 Skull Bandit Buick team. And 20th position right now is Gabby Conklin. James Sykes is 21st. 22nd is Henry Sanford. 23rd is Daniel Bouchard. Then it's Phil Parker, the winner at Rockingham, 24th. Nick Gunther, 25th. Audra Baranowskis, Austin Reed, and Raphael Leduc. Getting by Stephen Cologne, who runs 29th position, and Quentin Moore. Not today, he's winning right now. He's running in 30th position at number 97. Machine with another Fisher Engineering Buick as he's right inside with Quentin Moore. Still got about 30 laps to try to catch up to the field, though. However, they were quite not happy with his performance, I would say, this season in the Mello Yello Racing Series. Wasn't happy with his qualifying ever at Daytona. He called Daytona pretty much a disaster. Rockingham was kind of meh for him, but hoping for a better outing at Richmond. So I'd imagine for Quentin, he's looking for he's got the team's going to have to probably get together and regroup, and definitely for the next stop on the tour at Atlanta for the running of the Busch 300 for that season here, as he now battles with Raphael Leduc in car 72. 29th and 30th on your screen right there, between the 72 and 97 cars. Pontiac on the outside, Buick on the low side. Duke backs off just a little bit right now here as you see Seth Colbert in 31st position. 32nd is Laura Chung. 33rd is Chrisman Morgan. Joshua Osborne, damaged up and all, is running 34th. Amanda Evans 35th. And Paul Minnick is getting ready to lap Amanda. '27 car Logan Williams is now out of the race as well too at a 36. So he'll finish 36th in this race here today. So 35 cars remain, and 34 they're now on the lead lap, and now Joshua Osborne is going to be the next one that Minnick's going to have to try to gun down. And look at the interval right there between the first and second here. Minnick is already 9 seconds ahead of everybody else. I say just out for a nice cruise around this racetrack here. Probably got the stereo on, got some music on probably, and maybe the AC on probably. Who knows? But that car is just running flawlessly here today at Richmond International Raceway. And Minnick hopes he has a pretty good car. Has that kind of a car at for the Cup Series event at Richmond here at Richmond as well too, for the Mobile 1 400. Battle for second place here, going on between car number 06, I should say, of Zachary Fitzwater, and the 8 car of Cole Deaver and the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. That's second and third on your screen here. Fourth position is now Allison Rain. Fifth remains Daniel Boyle. Sixth position is still Matt Haas. Jesse Turner up to 7th place. 8th is Jackson Haywood. Battle for 9th between Nathan Orman and Eric Monaco, the 3 and 84 cars. And James Henry running in 11th position right now in car 25, the Moroso Oldsmobile. Battle for 12th between Caleb Fogler and one of the, as he's getting schooled now by one of the veterans, Jessica Shelton, who now takes 12th position away from Fogler. Been a rugged start to the season for Jessica Shelton in both this series and the Cup Series both. But she hopes to have it all gathered up by the time we get to here at Richmond, and she so far is doing so right now, running in 12th position. A solid day for the 89 team. Bale Moscow running now in 13th position. Fogler's now back to 14th position as Fogler tries to get back by Moscow. And John Andrews, who is running in the top 10 about a while back, and he's now running in 15th place, with Ryan Brommer running in 16th position right now in the number 10 car. But there's the biggest mover of the race so far, Destin Bolin in car number 7, the Skull Bandit Buick. I mentioned he started this race 40th position. He runs in 17th right now in that number 7 car. So that car very, very fast. Imagine if that car was started up in the top 5, then maybe he would probably be the car that would have given Paul Minnick a run for the money, maybe, possibly. But Bowen right now running strong here today. He's got Henry Sanford closing up on him right now in car number 63. He's in 18th, 19th is Conklin, and 20th is James Sykes in car 00 here. We're already down to, this time I'll be down to 16 laps remaining in this race here, and it's 11 seconds between the first and second place cars. That's why we're battling. That's why we're focused on some good battles here in this race here, because Paul Minnick is just up and just dominating the show right now here. Cole Deaver at the second position now in car number 8, though. So I think for everybody else there, they gotta hope something goes wrong with Paul Minnick's car. The way it's looking like right now, it's the only way he might pull this one. Somebody else might pull this one off. But in this series, you never know, though. Of course, when I say all this, I don't wish any bad luck, though, because I mean you do, because you really don't want to see anything bad happen to the leader and everything, what happened or what have you. So just calling out some scenarios that could possibly play out here. But Deaver right now, a good day for him, as we mentioned. Car number 8 runs in second place right now, but Zachary Fitzwater still getting a good run for it. And the 06 machine, those two have battled it out pretty much all day long. As we watched Nathan Ormond, Eric Monaco in the Nathan Ormond in 83, Nathan Ormond in the 3 car, Eric Monaco in 84, along with James Henry and Jessica Shelton trying to close up on the front 2 cars ahead of him. That's Jesse Turner running in 7th position, Jackson Haywood in 8th. And Ormond slips up the racetrack right now in number 3 car here as he tries to keep position away here. And now Monaco moves to the low side, car number 84. That yellow Buick there. He runs close in. He was inside of Norman for 9th place. Those two have pulled away a little bit from James Henry and Jessica Shelton right now, as it's now those two battling it out for 11th place here. And James Henry probably looking at his rearview mirror, sees that red and white Ford, and thinks, "Oh no." But James Henry holding his own right now in number 25 car. He runs in 11th position, so he right now is fending off Shelton right now for the time being. At this moment here, as we watch, as we look through the field right now. And Paul Minnick, and has he already lapped it this far? Yes, he has. Dear gosh. Minnick has lapped his way up to 20th position, make that 19th now. Boy, there is going to be some grumbling going on in the garage here. How's that 6 car really fast? Boy, they're going to take a. I bet you there'll be some guys who wants that 6 car looked in the technical area for sure, because that car is really, really fast here. Slick looking 1987 Buick body style right there is running strong here today at Richmond. As Minnick, I bet you he'll probably want to lobby to keep that setup and take it back to the next race we go to, the next time we go to Richmond for the night race. Going inside of Gabby Conklin in car number 32, the Bud Light Buick. As Minnick has now 5 laps to go this time by here. It'll be his first victory of the season if he holds on, if nothing goes wrong with that 6 car. Which looks like nothing's going to go on. Nothing's going to go wrong for the time being here. But as he has got 14 seconds on the field right now, that 6 car, as we mentioned, very, very strong. Started from the pole, has led every lap, obviously, in this race here. Dominated happy hour, dominated practice, everything you can ask for as having today for the man driving this white Buick here, Paul Minnick. Just absolutely domination here today at Richmond International Raceway. If he holds on for the final 3.5 laps of this race here, averaging 96.935, and I bet he's got the fastest lap of the race so far. Yes, he does, by 2 miles an hour. 124.9 to 122.8 for second fastest car, Eric Monaco, who right now runs in 9th position right now. Jessica Shelton is now moving into the 10th position here in the number 89 car, dropping Nathan Orman back to 11th. 2 laps to go in this race here at Richmond. As you watch Nathan Orman, speaking of him, he's now battling with James Henry for 11th position right now. Now Jessica Shelton inside now of Eric Monaco. That's for 9th place. So some position exchanging happening in the late laps of this race here, as we have got the white flag now for Paul Minnick. He's got 1 lap remaining, and he has lapped up to now 15th place here, and trying for 14th place here. As coming to the checker flag here, Caleb Fogler hoping to stay on the lead lap here, coming to the checker flag here, which I think he will do so. And in fact, he will do so. But it's Paul Minnick taking a dominating victory here today in the Hardee's 250. Just complete domination of this race here today. The number 6 Southern Biscuit Flour Buick goes to victory lane here today. Second victory in a row for the Buick Brigade. And GM so far has gone 3 for 3 in the Mello Racing Series this season. And that GM will try to go 3 for 3 for the Castrol Cup Series as well too. When they take to the track at Richmond, Chevy's won twice so far in that series as well too. But boy, Paul Minnick, just like I said, there's no other word you can describe it but just domination. That's what that day was all about for that number 6 team here. So that's your finishing order here today. Average speed, 98.258 miles an hour. Paul Minnick's your winner. Zachary Fitzwater second. Cole Deaver third. Fourth position will go to Allison Rain. Daniel Boyles fifth. Matt Haas, Jackson Haywood, Jesse Turner. In eighth, Jessica Shelton up to finish in 9th position. 10th will go to Eric Monaco. James Henry got by Nathan Ormond on the last lap to finish in 11th. Ormond 12th. 13th will go to Vail Moscow. Caleb Vogler, the last car to finish on the lead lap, in 14th. 14 cars finished on the lead lap. Like I said, that 6 car is going to get looked at in inspection. I would imagine there's a lot of people are going to be pleading for that to happen. But as we said, all's fair, and Paul Minnick does keep the victory. So, John Andrews 15th, 16th will go to Ryan Brommer, Gabby Conklin, Destin Boland finishes in 17th, finishes in 18th position. 19th will go to James Sykes, Alex Miller 20th, Zach Winkle, Henry Sanford, Phil Parker, Stephen Cologne, Rafael LeDuc 25th. Then it's Nick Gunther, Austin Reed, Audrey Marinelskis, Chrisman Morgan, and Quentin Moore 30th position, and he is not going to be pleased with that run. Laura Chung, Seth Cole, Joshua Osborne, Amanda Evans, and Daniel Bouchard was the last of the finishers here today in 35th position, 4 laps down. So 35 cars finished and 14 of them on the lead lap. Cars finished out of the race here: Logan Williams, Carson Gum, Roberto Crown Jr., Dylan Young, and Keith Batson. So that will do it here today at Richmond International Raceway in the Mello Yello Racing Series Hardee's 250. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for this channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Store Sell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and if you want in on his future seasons of that series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Excuse me. And if you also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being X86753985AX, that's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectre Mobile Cup Series. And also be sure to check out channel Thrashman 899, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. So be sure to give those two channels a subscribe for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to this channel here for you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Richmond. For now, congratulations once again to Paul Minnick for his dominating win in the Hardee's 250. For now, it's James Cole. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of off-road racing at its best. We'll see you at Atlanta for the next Mello Series race at Atlanta, and see you also back at Richmond for the Castrol GTX Cup Series Mobile 1 400.
Greg, did you have any engine problems?